long sweater cardigan. It's new. You'd spend more than $196 on something similar, but today at QVC2, it's under $130 on Easy Pay for $21.66. We've got 5 colors, and I'll show you those momentarily. But just since this was made available, my friend Tone, would you tell me how many gone? 2,000 of our cardigans ordered, and you're seeing it there on Kate. She's spinning, showing you those beautiful stitches. The collar on this is magnificent. It's long. The pockets we love. Emma Cooney, I think everything about this feels like for women who love traditional sweaters, they're going to be drawn in here. But if you want modern twists, you'll find that this is perfect as well.
And that was our aim with this one. So we wanted to take our famous traditional stitches but incorporate it into a fashion forward piece that really could go with any age group, you know, right from my mom has one and myself, you know, it can be worn by the generations because it's so easy to wear. It's a real transitional piece now coming into the spring.
Yeah,
as well.
I saw it as a great like spring jacket almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be able to throw on, to take the chill out of the air, the movie theater, your office. 5, right? Or do we have, 5 choices.
5,
I wanted to make sure we still had 5 available.
Yeah.
And by the way, we folded them because that's exactly what you'll do at home. We don't want you to hang your sweaters. We want you to have them for many years, and this is the best way to store them. This is the wine. That is beautiful.
Lovely,
I
rich
might even
color.
slip that one on. How do you guys, I think that would look nice with my pink top, but that is beautiful. I don't see this color all that often.
Yeah, no, it is. We've gone for the lovely rich tones in this, and especially with the wine, we can really show off, you know, the stitches that we can go through as well.
Well, another reason I'm thinking about changing is because my moss green is already in limited territory. We have 2 sizes left in this one. Large and extra large only, and only 2 dozen in each of those sizes in that moss green. So then we've got up top here, this is the navy choice. It's not heathered, it's a solid navy, but bright enough to not be confused for black, which I think is nice.
It's a nice navy, yep.
And then this, what you're wearing, Emma, is the soft gray, kind of sporty, but still very elegant and chic. Looks great. I like seeing it with a blouse.
Everything really, yeah. I mean, the grey, you can keep everything neutral, or you could wear it with a pop of colour and some denims.
And then next to you, that's what we call
parsnip.
Parsnip. And that's a little bit of an, I would describe it as oatmeal
Yeah.
kind of color. And that one is heather. Do you mind if I pop the wine on? Am I
Sure.
allowed to wear this one?
Yep.
It's not my size, but it'll be close enough. So while you were taking us on a tour,
Yep.
I'm going to get changed.
Absolutely. So what we've done with this one, I suppose one of the key features is our double collar. So we have a really generous amount of 100% merino wool in this cardigan. And we have created an edge-to-edge look. So it's quite open at the front, but has a semi-fitted style. So it's not going to be too oversized or too loose. It kind of fits nicely to the body. And some of the stitching that we've used on this front collar is called the moss stitch. And this is a very simple traditional Aran stitch, but the simplicity of the moss stitch on the collar really allows the rest of the Aran stitches to pop out. So what we have here, we have our fisherman cable stitch running right the way along. And you can see it's integrated into the pockets. So there's that continuation of the stitches into the pockets, and followed by a beautiful Celtic braid stitch, which again runs right down onto the integrated patch pocket and down to the bottom of the garment. And the meaning behind some of these stitches, of course, is what makes them so special, I suppose, in our heritage. And the fisherman cable, the meaning for this, inspiration for this was taken from the tools of the fishermen. So the Aran garments were first created in the Aran Islands, and they were the workwear of the fishermen. But the mothers of the families would have knitted them with several different, each family almost had their own combination of stitches.
Do you know what's happening here, Emma?
what's happening.
You know why I'm holding the
It's
moss
gone.
green? It's gone. So
That's
I'm going to
fantastic.
sneak off. We've lost a color officially, and here it is, barely noon on the East Coast. So I'll do that as a way to remind you that when you see something you want today, you've got to be decisive. So let's talk colors again. This is what we call wine. I'm wearing it in a size that's a little bit smaller than what I would normally wear, but you can still see for an open front style, that's okay. This isn't something where you've got to be extremely precise about sizing. Our range in general with this sweater is extra, extra small to extra, extra large in wine. And then we've got it here. I'll bring our basket forward. This is the navy choice. That's the most limited now that we've lost our green. So shop if you want navy. And then we have it in what Emma has on, the soft gray. And then on the mannequin, as you were looking at those stitches up close, that is the parsnip choice. The item number for our QVC2 big deal is A351070. You've included all of these symbolic and popular stitches. Why have you given us some of these other design elements? From that fold over front, the pockets, some of the other things that feel like 2019 without forsaking the heritage.
Absolutely. So one of the great features is, again, the length of this. So we have we know that everyone loves a nice long coat. So it's down to the knee, actually, on me. I'm 5'4", and that's just down to the knee on me. So it's a real nice length, gives great coverage, and, you know, can be worn. I'd wear this maybe out in the morning as a coat in the springtime. And also the open front. So, you know, no need for any belted detail or anything like that. But we have a nice open front.
See how it stays on its own. This isn't a piece that you've got to fuss with or feel like you're constantly adjusting. It lays so clean on the front, which wows me.
It falls absolutely, you know, it stays in that position. So we've knitted it so that it has an extra bit of weight in the bottom knit. So that's what's almost anchoring it. So it's not kind of, you know, the shawl effect isn't popping open or closed. It stays very fixed.
And I'm going to point out on you here, the cabling is undisturbed. So that's the pocket. But do you notice how those stitches continue even onto the pocket in the same position and all the way down to the hem of this sweater? These are the reasons why this is a sweater that you'd be knocking on $200. The retail value, comparable value on it, is $196.63. But because it's our big deal today, we were able to bring in more. We worked with Aran Craft to make this possible for $129.96. And then on Easy Pay, because all of our items made in Ireland today are on 6 easy payments. So in this case, it's $21.66. If you're looking at Kate, she's 5'10". I imagine you're in the extra, extra small Kate. She is, and she's wearing it for us in the parsnip, QT, light wash blue jean. That is that everyday look.
Goes with everything, every color, absolutely.
Every color. Now let's talk about Andrea. Hey, when did you change into a little striped tee? Was there a phone booth somewhere and I missed it? She's also tall, she's 5'10". She's wearing this sweater for us in the large. And so her regular QVC size is an extra large, but she reached for a large in this. And I think there are a few reasons you can do it. It's a relaxed shape anyway, and the fact that it's an open front. So you don't have to overthink sizing on this one. I would just shop now, because if you don't, you could miss it in the navy in particular. We've lost one color in this presentation, and the navy will be the next to go. How many spoken for? Wow, almost 2,300 orders placed. If you want to order yours, give us a call. Our number at QVC2, it's 1-800-500-7590. But the fastest way to place an order is through QVC.com and the QVC apps. Let's talk Aran Craft.
Yes.
This is your family business.
That's correct.
It was started many years ago by a woman named Molly. Take it from there.
So it was started in 1957. There's a picture of Molly that was actually taken when she was 21, and she had come to America, I think it was maybe in 1929, with her sister Etty. But Ireland did call, and she did return to Ireland, and she had enough money saved to buy her first knitting machine. So she would have actually learned to knit from her own grandmother, Kitty O'Shea, and she was a real trailblazer. You know, she took that passion for knitting that was in several generations of her family and was a great entrepreneur and started a business, and that business is now in its third generation. So it was continued by her sons, John and Paul, and now by her grandsons, my husband, Niall, and brother-in-law, Barry.
What are some of the things as you're creating pieces? What do you think about? What are those conversations like?
Yeah, so, you know, it's a real family business. So we get around the table, we look at what the stitches are, and it never fails to amaze me that we can still come up with such unique combinations of these stitches. And we look at the stitches and how they can flatter the shape on the garment, so we can use the stitches to add structure to the garment, and to really show off the key features of the garment.
Do you mind if we spin this around? Because I feel like we haven't seen much of the back. I mean, we've seen it in passing, but I really want you to be able to understand what you're receiving, because that truly is the benefit of having Emma here and being able to spend this much time on these pieces, because you're spending your hard-earned money on it. We want you to fully appreciate it once you get it home. None of this is happenstance. This is all part of that design process.
Absolutely. So we've taken a beautiful basket weave stitch that we've brought down across the center to run and each side of this basket weave stitch we've symmetrically incorporated other stitches, and that really elongates, you know, the body and creates a lovely elongated effect to this long cardigan.
It's beautiful. The length is right around 34 inches. So when Emma says long, that's what that means. You and I are both 5'4", and this cardigan is coming to me. It's coming about mid-thigh, so I guess that just is like I'm a little bit shorter waisted, and so that's why it's hitting on me the way it is. But you can see it's still coming to just past my fingertips. And then Emma's getting a little bit more coverage. Hers is coming just slightly closer to the knee. But this is a dramatic piece, and it's why you were talking about substituting a jacket for this because of the coverage and the weight of it.
Perfect, especially this time of year. We're coming into the springtime. Weather is really nice out there, but we still need something warm. It's a little bit windy, so we can put the winter coat away and pop this on over a t-shirt, a turtleneck, maybe in the office if there's a bit of a chill. It's just the perfect transitional piece. 2,400
orders placed. Let's show you the colors again, because 600 sweaters have been spoken for just in this program, and our goal was to present this all the way through 9 o'clock tonight, but I'm not sure that we'll be able to say that about the navy, because we've lost one color already, and this navy looks like it'll be the next to go. At this stage, it's the most limited. Do we still have all sizes though, Tony, in the navy? Extra, extra small through extra, extra large? He's checking, and it's true. There's navy, all sizes. Next over is the soft gray. That's what Emma's been wearing so beautifully. We also have it for you on the mannequin in the parsnip. And so those are your two heathered options. And then I'm wearing the other solid. If you would like to have the wine, that is exactly what I have on. And this is done, Emma, in 100% merino wool. Newcomers to wool think that it's all the same. What is the story with this one?
Absolutely not. Merino wool is a very luxurious wool, and it can be worn right up against the skin. So what gives it that soft, luxurious feel is that merino wool is made from much finer, small, soft fibres from merino sheep. I always wear mine, I have short sleeves on under this, wear it against the skin, and it feels so cozy, so luxurious, no itching. And it's a very durable wool. So, you could really have a piece like this forever. It's everlasting.
And pass it down. I know people talk about that with their sweaters all the time. What about care on merino wool?
So, for storage, we would store it flat, so you could fold it and store flat rather than using hangers so that we don't kind of lose any of its shape. For cleaning, it is dry clean only, but I do find with merino wool, it does contain a natural oil, a lanolin oil, and that actually acts as a repellent, to stain repellent, the natural oil in the fibres. So if you did need to, you could just maybe spot clean any stains, but typically we would recommend dry cleaning if you wanted. And you could also, just air it out sometimes. That might be all it needs, just an air out.
It's a beautiful piece. Every single part of it is detail rich. The back, the sleeves, that collar that wraps. Did you notice here the way that comes up and caresses the neck, wraps all the way around. Let's spin her back around so that you can see this part, that panel that stays. Do you see that? That stays the way you see it here. We didn't do this and stage it to make it look that way. That is how it is designed to fall in a cardigan that is new today. And we wanted to bring this one in as I was talking to some of our team members as they were deciding which Aran Craft sweater do we want to make a big deal today. They wanted something that would have this beautiful universal appeal. Women of all ages, of all taste levels, different lifestyles could look at this piece and go, yes, that's something that I can see myself in. So